Today I'm looking at You Blew It by Wolff. This is pretty much the score. Yeah, it's just one page. The letters stand for the sounds as far as can be managed, which the letters in the above phrase stand for, except that OU stands for both the OU in you and the U in blue. Y, U, B, blue, it. T, you, blue, it, t, you, blue, it, you, blue, blue, t, ub, bl, uit, ubl, uit. Inflections possible at line ends, proper or rhetorical, or declarative or ironical, or displeased, pleased, displeased, or invoking. Pauses of any lengths are represented by the spaces between the letters or combination of letters. Durations of sounds may be long, 3 seconds or longer, or free. Where letters or combinations of letters are connected by a line, those before the line should be long and those after are free. Then at the next pair, those before the line are free and those after are long. Then both those before and those after are free. Thereafter freely between A, B, and C, and occasionally apply some of them to two successive sets of letters or combinations of letters connected by a line. Each of any number of players may start at any line. Repeat any line as often as desired before continuing to another, but do not return to it. Sing as many of the lines as desired. When using pitches, repeat no pitch on successive vocal articulations. Okay, so there's like this text that multiple performers are supposed to read through, and these big spaces are like silences, and then they're also supposed to carefully control and vary the length of the different sounds depending on what side of this M dash they're on. I guess I didn't really read through this correctly, but he says like you can end a line with a question mark, a period, or a exclamation mark. I was just reading the stuff in brackets, but what he's listing here is the punctuation marks that you can use. And believe it or not, this thing has been performed. There's a YouTube video, and this is a 2-minute performance. I'm not familiar with this ensemble. Ebb and Flow Ensemble. They recorded this 6 years ago and uploaded it to YouTube, and it only has 44 views. This piece is like the last Wolff piece we looked at, composed in 1971. I don't know if it has much of a performance history, but it was published alongside a number of his other scores by Frog Peak Music. That's what I'm looking at, or I'm going to be looking at the next few days. So yeah, let's just give it a listen. Link to this video is in the description to my video, and we'll see how they do. It looks like a 2-person performance. Okay, kind of like the last Wolff piece we looked at. The interpreters did not follow the directions exactly. So for example, um, he indicates that you can repeat any line any number of times, whereas these performers are repeating individual segments of each line, and I think they're just like pulling for a repertory of a few lines, which actually is okay. He says sing as many lines as desired, right? So that's fine. But I think these two performers kind of memorized a few lines of it, and then we're like just pulling from that um, to do more of a dramatic reading. And they set up, I mean, what I liked about it is they set up this like confrontation between the two of them, which I think ties in with the text, which is "You blew it," which I think is kind of confrontational. But yeah, I don't know if it's exactly what the composer had in mind. But yeah, I think like Christian Wolff, I'm finding a lot of his scores are very wordy and he gives lots of directions and they come across as a little bit too overthought, you know? It's like in reality, like this is the thing that performers react to is like you called it this title, you blew it, and you gave them this text. And I don't know if a performer needs much more than that. Clearly, they can come up with something very creative on their own, right? Do they need all like this extra stuff? Like, I don't know. It seems like uh, if this was performed exactly, it would take a lot of preparation for not a lot of, I don't know, for a performance that is less dramatic and less intriguing than this one, you know? Um, so yeah, that was You Blew It. I think tomorrow we're gonna look at this one, Fits and Starts, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this score and this performance.